Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to The Law. This is your legal light, and this is your health law. Now, this afternoon, we are going to endeavor to give you thorough education on what these laws are about. I'm talking about the laws that criminalize the spread of false information with intent to cause fear and panic, or fear and alarm, and the display of guns. Is it becoming a subculture? What exactly is the law on these issues? I'm Samson Ladi Anyanini. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is The Law. It's your legal light, and it's your health law. We're dealing with fear, panic, or fear and alarm, and gun brandishing culture. What does the law say about all of these? You would realize that the police have begun cracking the whip, particularly regarding these matters. I have guests who will assist us to understand these laws in a way that helps us to avoid getting on the wrong side of the law. Thank me after the show. My guests are Bernard Agote. He is lawyer, Gomda and Associates. Joining us also via Zoom is Ebenezer J. Bediako. He's lawyer, J. Bediako at law. Gentlemen, thank you so very much for making the time to be on the show.
You're welcome, and thank you very much.
Great, great. So let's begin with you. What is it that people ought to know? And of course, we are going to also treat the question about whether bail is automatic, because there's a lot of a hue and cry about why certain persons are denied bail by the court at certain times. So what exactly does the law say about the crime of spreading or publishing false information for which we get into trouble, and how do we avoid it?
Thank you, and thank you to your cherished viewers. You know, the law, especially the criminal law, is much interested in prohibiting acts that sin against the public morality, decency, and to protect people from injury, from some threats. And so the offense as it's provided for under 208 falls under a part of the law which is generally headed offenses against the peace.
Okay.
So you would realize that under Chapter 3 of Act 29,
which is a Criminal Offences Act.
Criminal Offences Act, most of the offenses mentioned here are those that sin against the peace of society. And so punishment is provided for for acts which tend to breach the peace of society, or put society in a pandemonium, more or less, so that people can go about their businesses. There will be, society would things will move on smoothly,
right, without
any fear of harm, or without any panic in the system.
Okay.
Now, if we look at 208, 208 says that a person commits a crime when he or she publishes or produces a statement, rumor, or report which is likely to cause fear and alarm to the public or to disturb the public peace, knowing or having reason to believe that the statement, rumor, or report is false. So that is the definition of the offense of...
You speak about statement,
yes,
rumor, or report. And you're saying that the ingredients of this offense is what?
So the ingredients is a publication of a statement, or a report, or a rumor. Now, the question is, what would constitute publication? I'm sure we'll get there as we proceed. Then also, the information or the rumor or the report or the statement which is published must be false.
So that's overriding?
Yes, it must be. It says a rumor which is likely to cause fear and alarm to the public or disturb the public peace, knowing or having reason to believe that the statement, rumor, or report is false.
It's false.
So that rumor or statement or report must be false. And it must be capable of causing fear and alarm to the public.
It says to the public to disturb, it says something.
To cause fear and alarm to the public or to disturb the public peace. So it is not only just causing fear and panic, or the likelihood of it causing public, disturbing the public peace. So that if you can I give an example? You go to you're a hunter, you go to the bush and you say, I saw lions coming towards the community.
Okay.
That basically would put the community into some pandemonium. And so if it happens to be false,
all right,
you can imagine the havoc it would have caused society.
So the overriding consideration is that it's false.
It must be false.
Okay.
It must be false. So that's one of the key ingredients of the offense. It must be false, and you see something, if you look at it very carefully, you'd realize that they don't only talk about fear. It also says an alarm. Fear and alarm to the public or to disturb the public peace. And so even if you're in the bus and you don't see a snake and you say you found a snake and then there's stampede, we could probably bring you under this provision.
Okay.
So it is a provision that prohibits persons from just making statements.
Unnecessarily causing commotion in town.
Exactly. And you can imagine.
Meaning that it is possible that it may not have caused, but once it has the likelihood, potential to cause fear and alarm, or it has the potential to disturb the peace, then you are caught. Is that my understanding?
Yes, you are not far from. You are not far from. You see, the point is, if what you are saying is false, and you have not taken steps to verify whether what you are saying has any truth in it whatsoever, any belief on your any basis for you to believe that this is true, a reasonable mind would believe that this statement you are making is true, and so you are making it. Did you verify? Did you cross-check this fact before throwing it out to the public, such that when the public receives it, then it creates problems for society?
So the law expects that you will do a certain verification, you will check, you will double check, cross check, to be sure that the information you are dealing with, the statement you are dealing with, the rumor or the report is not false. So something, if you read, is it just that you check to be sure it's not false, or that it doesn't have the likelihood of causing fear and alarm and disturbing the peace?
Now, something, if you read subsection 2, this is what it says.
Okay.
It is not a defense to a charge under subsection 1 that the person charged did not know or did not have reason to believe that the statement, rumor, or report was false, unless it is proved that prior to publication, that person took reasonable measures to verify the accuracy of the statement, rumor, or report. So the subsection 2 explains what you are asking, that is it just the statement being false, Or now, my interpretation of this is that if you want to put up the defense to the offense and say that, well, I made it believing it to be true, then the question then is, what steps did you take to verify whether this statement you are making is true or not?
So when you are caught under the law and you want to say, I didn't do what you're saying I have done because I believed it was true, or I believe it was not false, then what you're saying from the reading of the law is that the law enforcement agencies or the court will check whether you are taking reasonable steps to verify the accuracy of the statement. Then if they confirm that, then you could be set free.
So if you look at it again, it says it is not a defense to a charge under this section that the person charged did not know or did not have reason to believe that statement, rumor, or unless it is proved that prior to publication that person took reasonable steps to verify. So if you can show that you took reasonable steps to verify, of course you can